All right, we got Evan Stax showing us this MyPlayer Builder. Let's jump straight into it. What I'm looking for from this builder. What am I looking for? I'm looking for balance. Honestly, I'm looking for balance. I don't have too many high hopes. The builder wasn't bad last year, so anything close to what they had last year would be cool. I'm just hoping they didn't take away nothing too much of nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is at this point with the builder. We know we can expect them to get us to build 17 players if that's what, you know what I mean, if that's your forte. So I mean, I'm just hoping it's balanced. So let's get in here and see what it is.
First, let's welcome in our special guest from the community up here.
Stax coming.
Welcome in. It's good to see you.
Yeah, we got Stax out here.
What's good, man? The chat ready to get to it, man. They say you got.
Yeah, we ready to get straight into it.
Well, I guess
I know. They're telling me to hurry up. I got to get out the housekeeping items. Nothing I can do about that. But we are ready to show you a little bit now, and very similar to last week, Tyrese Halliburton and our dev team did record a video together to walk you through some of the highlights of what's new with the builder this year.
Why Stax shaking his head like that?
Keep in mind, this video does go by
he really fast. He really just shook his head, rolled his eyes, and looked directly into the camera on us. I'm not finna read too much into it because it could be anything. He could be talking to somebody off camera. He could have somebody in his ear. He could have somebody in the earpiece. He could have somebody maybe chat. Maybe he reading chat. Shaking his head. Who knows? But he looking directly at somebody, or maybe even us. I don't know. We just mentioned Hallie was going to break it down. So maybe it could be anything. What's being said on the screen, I mean, I don't want to read too much into it
this year.
I don't want to read too much into it.
As you watch, keep in mind, this video does go by pretty fast. So try to absorb as much as you can, but don't worry if you miss anything, because right after the video plays, we're going to come back here, and then me and Stax are going to go through everything in full detail, one thing at a time.
Right.
Stax, I am ready.
All right, let's go.
Chat is clearly ready. They're telling us to hurry up. So.
Right. Hurry up. Courtside report.
Hey everyone, Tyrese Halliburton here from NBA 2K to share the detailed features
MP out here.
of the 2K26 MyPlayer Builder. In this courtside report, we'll focus on the new animation glossary, build
animation glossary,
new scouting reports, and a lot more. Now let's get started.
This year, the
build by badges. You can build according to your badges, it sound like. And then it sound like animation glossary sound like you don't gotta leave to see thresholds no more. That's clutch. That's clutch. I'm already liking this.
MyPlayer Builder excels at giving players
Zach Timmerman, the principal producer. Yeah.
all of the tools to make informed decisions when creating their future superstar.
All right. Animation glossary. Let's jump in there.
Starting with the animation glossary, this brand new feature will list every animation with details, attribute, and height requirements. If you have a specific player you want to model your game after, like Tyrese Halliburton, for example, use the search function to find who you're looking for, making it easy to see all the requirements you need to meet to equip their animations.
Hey, chat, y'all can hear, bro? Loud and clear? Like, y'all want me to turn it up? I'm recording for YouTube, but chat, don't get too ahead of yourselves.
I love that there are a lot of options to choose from. Me personally, I'm a YouTube merchant when it comes to finding a good build.
Yeah, true that. I mean, it be good builds on YouTube. It just be good. And I'm not about to sit in that builder and study all that. So y'all got
Create Your Own Build will sift through dozens of NBA player comparisons before choosing the best animations associated with the suggested players and assign them as default animations for a more enjoyable and streamlined experience from the start.
Right. Build by badges.
The new Build by Badges feature in NBA 2K26 can help shape the framework for your MyPlayer. Choose your desired badges and tiers: bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, and legend. The minimum attribute points required will automatically be locked in. Spend your remaining attribute points to max out categories of your choosing and reach a 99 potential overall without missing out on your must-haves.
Right. That's gonna make it easy for y'all to minimum, maximum points you need for your badges out there, and for your builds. The animations. Yeah, you're gonna be good. They made it easy this year. You ain't got to go back and forth through screens. It's not gonna take 7 people in a Discord call to be looking through stuff. Yeah. And a scouting report. What's up with
display
that?
your best badges and attributes and coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. For example,
ISO
if you make
Savant.
a point guard with a low pass accuracy rating, the builder will flag this as an area of concern and potential detriment to your teammates.
This might be more in-depth than the scouting reports I see during the season. This is pretty fire.
Hallie said it's more in-depth than NBA scouting reports. Okay. All right, buddy. You got it. But yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of looking at people builds this year and like, nah, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. I'm good. I'm not playing with you. So they not only gonna be going by what your numbers are, but they gonna be going by your build scouting report too. Is this what y'all telling me? It's more BS to deal with. At least we get to see your build more in depth though. I'm with that.
Max Plus 1s are back, and now there are new Max Plus 2s. They work
Max
just like they
Plus 2s
sound.
out here.
Max Plus 1s push badges one tier beyond their max potential, and Max Plus 2s take them 2 tiers higher. Takeover Surge, Hot Start, and Clutch Gene are perks that temporarily boost your badges up one tier and different.
It sound like they giving folks a lot of some, I don't know. It sound like they trying to give folks some extra. Max Plus 2, now it's Max Plus 2. Okay, buddy. And I see a bunch of Max Plus 2 spots out here. What is y'all really got going on, 2K?
Different game situations.
Next, they're going to tell me they're going to have...
They can even boost a badge beyond their max potential.
I don't like all that. I'm not even going to hold you. So on top of all the badges you're getting extra badges on top of the extra badges you're getting.
New in 2K26,
I don't like it.
build specialization goals allow you to enhance your MyPlayer's potential in a specific skill area. For each save, you can pick one of 5 areas to specialize in: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense,
man,
or
come
rebounding.
on, man.
Each area features
already, we only like a few minutes into this and already I'm good. It sounds like y'all giving up a whole lot of stuff that casuals is not going to know nothing about. It's going to be 50 people that watch my video. Y'all might get a few thousand that watch the bigger creators, 40,000 watch Badge Plug break it down. But I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's going to care about none of this. The casuals not going to care. I'm telling you right now, they not going to know how to use it. They're going to pick some randomness. They not finna do all of this extra stuff you got to do to even get this. You making it really hard on yourself, 2K.
There's 9 unique goals that test your abilities in that specialty. Your mastery will earn you rewards tailored to each skill area,
I don't know,
including
buddy.
skill boosts, unique apparel and cosmetics, new archetype names,
I don't know, man.
cap breakers for that skill area, and permanent Max Plus 1 and Max Plus 2 badge perks.
They gearing this game more and more every year towards no-lifers. They gearing it towards content creators. I don't know how this gonna work out. I don't know if casuals gonna like it. I don't know if casuals even gonna care. They only get on the game for a few hours a week. Maybe that. Maybe during the summer. I don't think people really, I don't know. I mean, but for the no-lifers like me, yeah, I'm gonna learn all of this. I'm gonna break it all down. I'm gonna be playing it all year. Who knows?
Cap breakers aren't just back in NBA 2K, they're evolving. In NBA 2K26, each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated.
Plus 15. That's what I was just finna say earlier. I was about to say cap breakers about to get a plus 20 out here. What is going on? Why is there a plus 15 on this man's dunk? Why is there a plus 15 on this man's dunk?
Attributes
Why is that there?
But if you choose to apply them to your lowest rated attributes, you will see larger boosts. For example,
okay,
if your favorite MyPlayer them to your lowest rated attributes, you will see larger boosts. For example, if your favorite MyPlayer build is struggling in the rec because you left its free throw rating low, a cap breaker could raise your free throw rating by double digits and provide a significant improvement.
Cap breakers were a game changer.
Let me know in the comment section. Y'all feeling this? Are y'all feeling this? I got a 41 rebound, so I can get a plus 12, then a plus 10, then a plus 3. So I go from 41 to 53 to 63 to 66. I can get up to a 66 rebound when I started off with a 41 on offensive rebound. Ah, man, I'm not. I don't know if I'm feeling it. I don't know. Uh-oh.
2K25.
I'm just going to say this in the nicest way possible. Y'all with the extras. 2K, y'all with the extras this time. I mean,
I'm glad they're back.
And it's hard to get me to say that. I'm not the guy that says that. I'm not the one guy that, it's always them few guys that say, y'all doing too much. Y'all got too much going on. I'm that guy now. You got me to be that guy. Anything is possible. Anything is possible out here. I don't know.
2K26. My boys are going to be hype about that.
His boy's going to be hype.
Rebirth has multiple tiers this year, letting you carry over more progress from your existing saves than ever before. Silver Rebirth is unlocked at 90 overall and allows you to
Y'all got tiers to the Rebirth now? And it's the Phoenix League. They took the Phoenix and remixed it. What you gonna do with this? They remixed I'm not trying to be too long-winded, League. Los Angeles. Angels Unite. They didn't remix us. Now we got 4 tiers of rebirths to rebirth with when we ready to rebirth. Somebody birth me.
Instantly unlock any newly created MyPlayer's maximum potential to the highest overall rating that you previously
Silver
reached.
at 90.
As you reach 95 overall across new saves, you will unlock Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth. These new Rebirth tiers automatically upgrade your badges to their respective level once attribute requirements are met.
All that say to me is that they finna get folks to really get out here and make more builds than ever before. It's about to be more builds out here than ever before.
The MyPlayer Builder in 2K26 gives you all the tools to make the best possible build.
MP look like?
So you can be a difference maker on the court. Whether you create your own build from scratch or build by badges, find what works for you with numerous personalization options.
It was fun breaking down all the new features in the MyPlayer Builder this year. Thanks for joining me, Tyrese.
Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition.
Get that
today
early access.
Y'all
early access?
Revamped MyPlayer Builder sooner with early access starting on
They got Tyrese out here.
August 29th.
They gave Tyrese a check. They said, you getting a check, bro. All right, look, tell me right now in the comment section, right here in the chat, what do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? I'm not feeling it. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a lot of extras out here. I mean, Legend Rebirth is out here. Y'all finna make builds. They done remix this build or something heavy. I mean, I feel like it's some extras out here. I want to insert the meme. The Iman Shumpert meme. Insert that Shump. 2K, what is y'all on? What is y'all on? Like, what is y'all doing? It's a lot.
Oh yeah,
Stax out
See,
here
the
like,
moment we've all been waiting for. I feel like it was worth the wait, worth hearing Evan Yak, man. We got to give shout out to the dev team, and they definitely put in work on this one. Me and Evan is about to dive a little bit deeper into this thing, man. So Evan, are you ready to talk a little bit more in detail about some of these new features we got here?
Yeah, Evan ready?
Yeah, I am. And look, I just want to say I love these videos because they are just packed with footage. You guys just saw it. There's menus and game footage and basically that entire trailer. So I know many of you are going to go back and break it down second by second, and I will be looking forward to seeing your posts and your videos. But for now, we are going to be doing a little bit of that ourselves as well. So Stax is going to take us through the courts report, and then we are going to give you full. On top of that, we do have a few extra things to share as well that weren't even talked about in the video at all. Stax, I am ready for whatever you got first.
Noticing that myself. Felt like
animation
this was a really
gloss
good feature. It saves a lot of time for a lot of people. But let's talk a little bit more about it in detail. Yeah,
that's definitely what I said. That's gonna save a bunch of time.
Sure.
It's gonna make build making way easier.
So you may remember from a few weeks ago, back during the roadmap stream, that we mentioned one of the themes of this year's builder is giving you more information and more quality of life improvements, because we know that making a build is really important, right? That sets the foundation of how you play and your gameplay experience in my career. So we know how important that is to you, and the dev team has added this brand new animation glossary. So now you don't have to go look up what the different animation requirements are and which rate.
All my build demons, raunchy boots. You're not gonna have to spend 38 hours, and you're not gonna be in there. You ain't gonna be in that builder for 3 days next time. You're not finna be in there for 3 hours. I mean, for 3 days. You might be in there for a little minute trying to figure it out. But the fact that you don't gotta leave the builder to see thresholds, you're not really gonna get on Trey nerves that much. with your whole build scheme. So yeah, you got what you wanted, Trey.
Ratings you have to hit and all that, you can simply pull up this tab in the builder that has all the animations,
right?
And it
tab
lists
him up.
every single one with their attribute requirements, and also if there are any, also the height requirements as well.
Right.
That alone is a huge quality of life improvement for me. But as you heard Tyrese mention, there is also a search function. So if you tap triangle on PlayStation or Y on Xbox, you will bring up this keyboard. You can type exactly which player's animations you want to see. So if you want all of Halliburton's animations, or you want to model yourself off of Steph Curry, and you want all of Steph Curry's animations, you can type their name and you can see.
Hey Chad, y'all gotta chill, bro. I see y'all down here. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all really gotta relax. Are y'all good? You good, Mud?
Specifically their animations and what requirements you need to meet to play and look like them. But while we are here about animations, there is one more thing here that kind of went by quick. But Zach mentioned that in the past, when you made a custom build, you ended up with all default animation, right?
Right.
As most of you in the chat know, those animations are not necessarily the ones that look the coolest or the ones that are most fun to use. So this year, the dev team has made it so that once you've made your own custom build, the builder is going to go through dozens and dozens of NBA player comparisons for the build you made, even beyond the first 3 that you see when you're at scouting report. And then it's going to automatically pick the best animations from those players to give them to you right away. So
Nah, I don't know. That sounds like a lot for AI to be doing and get in the way. I don't know. What if they go in there and change my stuff on accident throughout the year? You know, we be having them problems with animation resets. You jump on the game and you was just on the game last night, but you jump on the game again tonight, and now all your animations then reset and remixed, and you don't know what's going on. You get on the court and you like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why I can't hoop? Then you look up and you be like, wait, I got the wrong animations on. What happened? Why is everything on default?
You can see in this screenshot, this build, it got a lot of Curry animations, Lillard, Brunson animations. It got a lot of Curry
I don't like this.
Animations by default. And you can, of course, still change these, but this is the way that the dev team is making the builder more friendly. So if you don't want to bother changing your animations, especially, at the start, you will have fun packages that you can play with right away.
So if you casual, you don't even know what you're doing. It just make it easy button for you anyway. I get that. I can feel that.
So that part's not necessarily about the animation glossary, but figured while we're talking about animations, we should mention it here as well.
Right.
So we definitely got some quality of life upgrades. I know for me personally, going and making the build and then checking the requirements and all that other stuff like that was a hassle. So now
truly
being able to do that while you're making your build is a huge W in my opinion. Next up, we got build by badges. Let's get into
I want to go into this.
About that, man.
I kind of already get what this about.
This one's kind of cool. So building by badges is something that many of you already do. I think many of you in the chat already do this, right? You play with your attributes to try to put them at the sweet spot where you can unlock as many badges as possible. And those badges are going to play a big role in how you perform on the court. So this year in 2K26, the dev team has now added this as a feature. So in the build by badges menu, you can pick which tier of a badge you want. So you can see here, you got bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, or legend, and it is going to show you the requirements for each one. So in this example, you can see that for Hall of Fame shifty shooter, you need either a 96 mid-range shot or a 96 three-point shot.
I mean, we kind of already had this. It just wasn't on this level. So now it's a tab you could pull up. That's cool.
And let's say you want to lock that in. If you click the right stick, it is going to ask you which attribute you want to pin. And pinning an attribute just means that you are going to lock in that attribute rating as your minimum. So for this example, let's say you pick whether you want a 96 mid-range shot or a 96 three-point shot. Let's say you pick the mid-range shot. Once it's pinned, you can then safely adjust the rest of your attributes without losing the badges that you know that you really, really want to have for your build. So this person really wanted to have Hall of Fame shifty shooter. That pins it so that they can make the other adjustments without losing that. I think many of us in the builder in the past, many of us who did build by badges, we always got like, you make one little attribute go down by one attribute point, you lose the badge you need, then you go all the way back up. But then when you did that, some of the other attributes that were connected to it went down with it, and you had to kind of adjust and fix everything. This kind of just keeps things locked in, so that is really a huge, huge quality of life feature. So
that is a big takeover. That's a big takeover for quality of life. That actually put us up.
If you are somebody who already does this, Hopefully this is a nice feature for you, but if you're somebody newer to the game and you just now realized that you should probably be maximizing the badges you get on your MyPlayer, this feature is going to help you out and educate you at the same time. So hopefully you guys like this.
Right. I told y'all that's a give and go. That's a give and go alley-oop. I just told y'all they catering this to casuals, but it might be a lot. I don't know. At this point, it don't seem like a lot as far as this point, but the further we get along, it might be a lot.
That's crazy too. That one right there for me, another like I said, quality of life change is being able to lock that in, making a build, like especially if you're making a specialist build, you know what I'm saying, and you're just building, making something specifically for those badges. That'll make that a lot easier as well. Next up, we kind of talked about this during the roadmap stream, so we don't got to spend too much time on it, but it is the body types.
Yeah, so we did talk about this, but back then we didn't have a screenshot, and now we do have a screenshot that we can show. So you can see here that when you are deciding your build's position and your body measurements, that there is a new body type potential preview on the right side. See a little box to player in it? That is a visual preview that you can use the right stick to kind of scroll through, and you're going to see the different body types your build can eventually unlock by doing workouts in the Gatorade gym. What we mentioned a while back is this is just a really nice quality of life feature. You no longer have to make a build, back out to the main menu, to the builder, do it again. So this is going to skip all that body type. You can see that right from the start. So hopefully this is another improvement.
Yeah, body yada.
Build templates. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, template builds.
Yeah, so this part, if you guys saw a little snippet of it in the video, this probably looked familiar to many of you. So our build templates are returning. These are the grab and go options that get you a solid build that you can.
Personally, chat, do y'all use these? I don't use these. I don't even look at them. Well, I've looked at them, but I don't use these at all. I really don't.
You can use right away if you want. So especially if you're newer to the game, but also if you just don't want to spend time coming up with your own build, these are really, really helpful. So we could take a quick second and go over the three options. But NBA templates, those are, as the name suggests, those are for you to play like your favorite NBA player. So if you use those templates as is, you will get all the animations of whichever player that build is modeled after. And this year, each season, the dev team is going to add a new set of these NBA templates that have a theme. And for the first season, right at launch, the first theme of the year is going to be a collection of players who have been named all-stars more than once. So it's going to be many names that you recognize. Then in the middle, we have Pro Tune builds. Those are built by the pros. And what that means is they are built by our dev team. They're built by our experts over there at Visual Concepts. They are going to let you pick a position and a play style. And then it gives you a list of builds that match your preference, and you can pick the one that's good for you.
You're lying.
Then you can see there in the upper right corner that starting in Season 2, we are going to have community builds again. These are templates submitted by build makers from around the community. So they are focused on builds that are unique or competitive or perhaps both. And this has always been my favorite. I have been very open on past streams that I am somebody who watches a bunch of videos from our experts in the community, and I end up copying one of their builds. Right, I might make a little tweak here and there, but I end up copying somebody's build that I saw their video of. So ever since we've added these community builds, I use them every single year. And one cool note about these is that we are working on an official submission process for these. So that if you are a community member, you love making builds, you make content on them, we are going to try to make a process for you to submit your build for consideration.
He said try. We're going to note that he said try. But I feel like that's kind of Kobe. That's kind of Kobe. You're going to try to give us a platform to throw builds out there. So it's not going to just be next makers. It's not going to just be people with logos. It's not just going to be big content creators. It could be any of us, any of y'all could throw a build out. That's kind of cool.
Because in the past, we've just had builds that were submitted to me or submitted to our dev team directly. And we don't want community builds to be limited to people who can message us directly. So we're working on something, and in Season 1, hopefully we'll have more to share about how you can get involved in community build templates yourself.
Stax got that big smile on his face. He liked that.
Those are the 3 builder paths.
Yo, man, this chat is crazy, man. But yep,
he
geeking off community builds. That's a huge one for the community too, because I remember I'm just speaking to people about how they submit a build for the community build. So that's pretty fire, man. I know we got a lot of probably lesser known amazing build creators in the community, so it's going to be good for those people to get an opportunity to be, showcase their build inside the game. So
Yeah.
next up,
Exactly.
we also have height.
Hey, holla at me. I ain't got no builds for y'all. I'm not really good at build making. I'm gonna build Shaq. That's about it. I'm building Cooper Flag and Shaq. That might be it.
Balancing. Talking about height balancing.
Height
what
balancing.
does that mean? Dive a little
Well,
bit
there's a
deeper.
couple things here. And the first one, I don't think was in the video. I don't think I remember hearing it. But the max height for my players is now going to be 7'4". For those of you who felt like 7'3s weren't tall enough for you, you want that Victor Wembanyama height or that Zach Edey height, you can now make 7'4" build. But across the board, short and tall, the dev team really spent a lot of effort making sure that no matter what height you are, you can make a build that is effective. So if you want to make a really short build or a really tall build, you can. That is totally your preference. But we want to make sure that whether you are short, tall, or medium-sized, it is a balanced experience so that there is more build diversity, which is a big goal, of course, of the MyPlayer build.
Okay, perfect. Yep, I think overall that's something people wanted too. A little bit more build diversity and not kind of just running into the same type of builds all over the place in any game.
Yeah, I mean, one extra inch on height. What I think it was 7'3" last year, so 7'4" not finna change much. It is gonna give us a whole lot more builds to come out with. That's probably gonna yield like thousands of more builds, maybe hundreds of more builds. I don't know, but I mean, to put it in perspective, it's only 1 inch extra on height. Did y'all go an inch lower too? I mean, no, maybe not. You didn't say nothing about it, but who knows?
Mode that they play, so that's pretty cool as well. Moving on, we got the scouting report. Now, this is something I saw a little bit in that video that I kind of want to know a little bit more about as well.
Yeah, so this is the new final page of the builder. It looks a little different than what you've seen in the past, and this is what we call a scouting report.
Them shades of. We about to get more than just shades of. Let's go.
So it's essentially a more detailed summary of the build that you just made, and it has more information than you're used to. So on the left side, you have stuff you're familiar with. You see your shades of NBA comparisons and your archetype name. And also, by the way, while we're here, a little side note on archetype names. I don't know if you heard Tyrese mention it in the video, but there are roughly 10 times the number of build names compared to last year. So there will be plenty of unique names that you'll be able to see. I saw Zach on X, on Twitter, asking the community for names as well. There are going to be plenty of new unique names for your.
Man, build names about to get crazy. You about to have a two-way funky chicken out there. You about to have a rebound and stretch lip glosser. You about to have it's about to be some craziness out there, bro. Get ready.
Build. But anyways, back to the scouting report. On the right side, you are going to see your best badges and attributes, and then a new section at the bottom that coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. So, let's say you made a point guard, but for some reason, you decided not to upgrade your pass accuracy. Those of you who have played with point guards with no pass accuracy know that may not be the best point guard to have as your teammate. So the weaknesses section is going to call out that you lack passing vision. Like, for example, for this point, you might not be the best teammate if you're a point guard that has no pass accuracy. So it is entirely up to you. It is optional if you want to try to address your weaknesses, because there are, of course, trade-offs, right? You increase your pass accuracy, you got to decrease something else. But this way, you cannot say you weren't warned. And especially if you are newer to the builder and you are just experimenting, this scouting report kind of helps educate you on the builds as you start to understand the roles that each attribute plays and how they affect your play styles on the court.
They kind of, basically what I'm saying is they dummy proofing the builder. They actually dummy proofing it, because they telling you like, we can't say we didn't tell you, like, your strengths and your weaknesses are right here. What are you doing?
Man. Each attribute plays and how they affect your play styles on the court. So this scouting report is really about educating you on the build you've made and giving you more information than we have in the past on this final page of the build.
Right.
Okay, perfect. I think there's a lot of people that kind of need that, man. I've been seeing some bad builds out here for a few years.
Some bad builds going
have
around.
A little bit more information on what your build can and can't do. I know somebody right now, I ain't gonna say no name, that's where they build can do everything. So we definitely need that right there. Let's move it forward, man. You made a great build, you did your thing inside of there. Now let's talk about badge perks. What do we got there?
Badge perks.
Yeah, so now we are getting in.
This is the part I wasn't feeling. Let me take a break. Hold on, chat. All right, let's talk about it. all these badge perks y'all had showed me a little while ago that we seen in the beginning of the video, I'm going to tell you right now, this might be the part where you destroy the game. You might cause a bigger divide in the community. The community already been divided for years between people who won't play with you, don't want to play with you, and gonna call you buns at the game because they got a little bit of an edge and they be there doing it a little longer. Now, me personally, I'm gonna have all this. I'm gonna have most of this. I'm gonna have all of this. I'm gonna make a player and have all this. I'm gonna have a legend rebuild, legend rebirth. I'm gonna have all the perks. I'm gonna have all that. I'm just gonna have all that because if I showed you how many hours I spent on this game, you're gonna really call me names. I spent over 7,000 hours on this game in 25. I spend close to that every year, if not that, if not 7+ every year. I play this, I do this. But for the folks that's only gonna spend 18 hours, 16 hours, maybe 100 hours, the folks that's gonna spend less than 1,000 hours doing this, that's only gonna clock 1,000 hours, less than 1,000. That mean they tried to really play the game. You know how much 1,000 hours is in real life? You get 40 hours a week to go to work. It's more than that in the week, but you get 40 to go to work a week naturally. So to spend 1,000 hours doing something means you tried to do that. You actually tried to do that. To spend 10,000 hours doing anything means you've mastered it. 7,000 is close to mastering. You can call 7,000 hours in 2K mastering the game. You can call 5,000 hours mastering 2K. It's a video game. It don't take much. But at the end of the day, you're going to cause a real big divide between folks that tried to do it and folks that do it. I'm telling you the truth. Mark my words. Mark my motherfucking words.
Into the second theme of the builder that we talked about a few weeks back,
right.
And that is how you can keep improving your build after you've done making it. So everything from now on is talking about after the builder process.
No, chat. You don't mix me up with nobody else. I do this. Other folks kind of do this, and it's some folks that don't really do this. And the folks that don't really do it are not going to have no Legend Rebirth, max perked out badges when it come down to season 5. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to season 4, season 5, and it's going to be folks that's going to say, nah, you don't got max perks. You don't got all your cap breakers. Come on, bro. You only played 200 games. Nah, I'm good. I'm not running with him. He don't got Legend Rebirth. I'm not running. He don't got all his badges on that new build. They gonna be looking. It's gonna be folks that's gonna be like, and mark my words, this always happens. It's gonna be folks that's running with their pack. You got your pack of players that you run with. You got your crew, and it's got to that night where you the extra guy. And somebody ain't showing up or somebody ain't there that's usually there, but you don't have the build that they need to clock in. And they're going to be like, well, shoot, can you make a new build real quick? Do you have VC for a new build? You know what I mean? Because a lot of players that do this, that really be in here playing that will have enough VC to make a whole new build right now, just because they've been playing a whole lot. So, if you even got half the VC for a build, so you can get your build to like an 85, you can go from 60 to like 85, 90, something like that. You don't even have to get to 99, but they're going to be looking at you like, dang, but you don't got all your badges on that Legend Rebirth? That's for real? You don't got your double cap breaker badge perks? You don't got all that? So what? Come on. Like, I don't know if we can run with bro. He don't got Legend whoop-de-whoop and whoop-wop. And I don't know. I'm good. Nah, that's a divide. So I feel like 2K has successfully over the last 4 years successfully done the divide and conquer situation on the whole community, for real. And really they push people away from playing the game. I got youngsters. My youngsters have tried to play the game before and was like, nah, I'm good. After a couple of days, they're like, nah, I'm gonna go back to doing what I do. Because that's just the way y'all building the game. It's not casual friendly. It's not try hard. It's try hard friendly. It's for tryhards. It's not casual friendly at all. It's for dedicated tryhards who are like gonna take the nicks, bounce back, and then learn all of this extra stuff you put in the game. They're gonna have to research and learn and then go to YouTube to find a build. It's a lot. Y'all be putting a lot. Excuse me. Y'all be putting a lot on your community. You don't even know it.
process. And the way that worked in NBA 2K25 got a lot of positive feedback. So in 2K26, you are going to see a lot of what you love return, but also more on top of it. So for badge perks, the first one to talk about is Max Plus 2s. Because as most of you know, probably remember, Max Plus 1s, they boost one of your badges one tier even beyond their max. Just like the name sounds, Max Plus 2s do the same thing, except 2 tiers higher. So if you have a badge that maxes out at gold and you can insert it into a Max Plus 2 slot, that is going to boost that badge all the way to legend. Then we have badge perks.
I mean, I guess it's a lot to, I don't know. It's going to be, they're just creating a whole lot more to research if you ask me. If you ask me, they're creating a lot of more research for folks to do. You have to calculate what you need to do, where you need to put your Max Plus 2, and casual's not trying to do all that. I'm just saying, like, it's going to be a feeding frenzy. The Sharks is going to have a bunch of food to feed on, a bunch of these casuals to feed on, especially come Christmas time when everybody try to play.
Perks that activate in specific game situations. So Takeover
Look at the look on Stack's face. Did he just giggle?
One tier beyond their max potential while you have your Takeover bar filled all the way to level 5. Then Hot Start, that one specifically activates during the early portions of game. So you're going to come out of the gates with one of your badges, or 2 if you have both slots unlocked, one of your badges temporarily boosted 1 tier higher.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Do we even need all this? Is this like, who came up with this? Once again, insert the shump and the Iman Shumpert meme. What are y'all on? What are y'all really on? Like, what's going on?
Then the last one is Clutch Gene. And if you put badges in these slots, they will be boosted 1 tier during high pressure situations. So in the park, high pressure situation means like late game situations down the stretch. But if you're playing like,
I'm glad he explained it, because I was finna ask, like, what even
full games, that's going to be the end of the 4th quarter, and overtime, that's going to be when this Clutch Gene kicks in. So these are various badge perks that you're going to be able to earn from seasonal rewards and other places that take your badges quite literally to the next level, or I guess in the Max Plus 2's case, 2 levels higher.
It seemed like a whole lot that could be broken too. Y'all adding a whole lot of new stuff, and what if I'm pretty sure some of this stuff gonna be broken. What if Clutch Gene is just activated all game on accident, because nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? They're gonna know, or they're not gonna know. You tell me if they're gonna know. Who's gonna know? How long are they gonna, what is it gonna take? I don't know, man. I'm over it at this point. Yeah, I don't like a lot of this. I'm gonna just say it. I don't like a lot of this. A whole lot of this I do not like.
Not just 1, but 2 levels higher, from gold all the way to legend, or whatever your max is, add 2 on top of that. So I think these are really cool for your badges this year, Stax.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, last year, Max Plus 1, the way I made my build, I was kind of like, I almost came to a point to where I felt like I needed it. Now having Max Plus 2, definitely going to change the game for my build personally, once I be able to make that, figure out what that is. And then for a bunch of people as well. I know we got a lot of build specialists in the community that's going to know how to take advantage of these type of badge perks right there. So I'm excited to see what the community is able to do with those. Moving forward, next up, we got Takeover.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to hold you. My builds are about to dominate. With all of this that they're showing me so far, my Shaq build is about to be nasty. I might make a Wemby build and he might be gross. He might be unimaginable. I'm trying to tell you, in my Cooper Flag build, he's not going to be able to be contained. Depending on what the gameplay is, you casuals about to be hurt. Y'all about to quit even earlier than you quit this year. You know who the casuals are too. Y'all about to quit real early. It's going to get real stinky out here real quick. It's going to be a bunch of dead bodies on the court, fell out, you can't keep up, and you then left. It's going to be AIs everywhere. I'm telling you.
Progression.
We seen it for years. It's over. With all of this, it's over. Now takeover progression. Let's see what they're talking about.
What do we got here?
I don't think this was in the video at all. So many of you probably asking, how does takeover work? Well,
what this is,
the core of the system is just like last year, right? There's 5 levels. It's automatic. You don't have to activate takeover, and you get stronger and stronger attribute boosts as you go up 5 levels. Then at the end, you get a takeover ability. We talked about that a couple weeks ago about how that system was going to return. We got a lot of positive feedback on that. So I'm sure that sounds familiar. But this year, as you continue to fill your takeover meter over multiple games, you are going to unlock over 40 takeover-related rewards. And some of these rewards are going to be takeover token. And you can see in this screenshot on the right side that this person has 39 available tokens. And these takeover tokens are how you unlock new takeovers this year. So in total...
Wait, so we getting takeover tokens? And we spend our tokens on the takeovers? That sounds kind of interesting.
There are 44 takeovers and 11 takeover abilities. So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25. So it's consolidated so that each takeover is more impactful based on feedback from the community that last year there may have been too many takeovers. So once you unlock a new takeover this year, you instantly get access.
Chat's stupid. Bro said y'all asked for dynamic takeovers, so we gave you a dynamic builder to give you some dynamicized takeovers while you take over the dynamic builder. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all a little bit too clever out here. Calm down. Calm
to the
down.
full 5 levels. You do not have to keep hitting level 3 to unlock level 4 to unlock level 5. Once you use your takeover tokens and unlock a takeover, you get access to all 5 levels right away.
Okay.
Besides that, there are other takeover rewards though.
Low key. That's what folks was asking for. Folks was asking for a little bit of that. Why do I have to unlock this takeover 20 times? Or I gotta get takeover 30 times in order to really have a takeover. Yeah, so I like that. I like that you just get the takeover when you get the takeover. Once you spend your tokens on it. How do you get the tokens though? Did he say how you get the tokens? Did he even say that? Let me go back.
So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25. So it's consolidated to 11 takeovers.
Hold on.
You can see in this screenshot on the right side that this person has 39 available tokens. And these takeover tokens are how you unlock new takeovers this year. So in total, there are 44 takeovers and 11 takeover abilities. So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25.
I don't know if he said how you get them, but you must get them by getting takeover. You get your takeover, and I'm confused. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm confused, and I want to go back to the whole beginning of the whole thing, honestly.
But this year, as you continue to fill your takeover meter over multiple games, you are going to unlock over 40 takeover-related rewards. And some of these rewards are going to be takeover token. And you can see in this screenshot.
So as you get takeover over the time span, you unlock tokens to unlock new takeovers. But I mean, you got to start with a basic takeover? This is getting weird. Yo, chat, calm down. Calm down. We gonna figure it out. Some of y'all probably already got to figure it out, but I'm not about to.
On the right side, that this person has 39 available tokens. And these takeover tokens are how you unlock new takeovers this year. So in total, there are 44 takeovers and 11 takeover abilities. So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25. So it's consolidated so that each takeover is more impactful based on feedback from the community that last year there may have been too many takeovers. So once you unlock a new takeover this year, you instantly get access to the full 5 levels. You do not have to keep hitting level 3 to unlock level 4 to unlock level 5. Once you use your takeover tokens and unlock a takeover, you get access to all 5 levels right away. Besides that, there are other takeover rewards though. We have takeover presets that allows you to change which takeover you have equipped between games very quickly. There's takeover accelerators. Those speed up how quickly your takeover meter fills up as you're doing good things on the court.
Oh no.
And then the last one is my favorite, and I think it's going to be the favorite for many of you. Stax, I'm curious. You have any guesses? And don't cheat. I know you have it in front of you, so you could just look, but don't cheat.
He knows.
We're live right now.
Yes.
Gotta admit, Evan, I already looked. Are we getting custom takeovers, Evan?
That's a great guess.
We getting custom takeovers?
Stax couldn't help himself. He already looked ahead. But yes, the final reward is custom takeover.
That's about to be dirty. Custom takeovers finna be dirty.
And this has been something that I've seen requested often, and the dev team was able to make it happen this year. So after you unlock this final reward, we're going to show you the custom takeover menu, and here's what it looks like. It is going to allow you to design your own takeover from scratch. You can pick up to 3 attributes that you want to target. So in this example, this person decided to target speed with ball, 3-point shot,
up to
and
3
close shot. It is really up to you. And then after that, you can pick from any takeover ability that your build is qualified to use and pair it with those attribute boosts.
This is going to be fun.
This person picked lethal layup. And there are a crazy amount of possibilities here. You really can pick what is going to work best for your build and your play style. And this is a huge way to kind of improve upon your build during the year. And one of the ways that we were talking about or hinting at a couple of weeks back. Stax, I'm very excited for custom takeover. I'm going to try to earn that as quickly as possible. And I think many people are going to be as well.
See, I mean, at one token, it looks really fun, but at the other token, it looks like something that could divide the community again. They're going to have folks with takeover rhythms. They're going to have folks with takeover videos. I'm dropping all the takeover videos. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to find all the best takeovers to put on a build, which I'm going to have every takeover for every build, the best top 5 takeovers for every build. You could drop that video 5 times a week for 55 weeks. I'm not going to lie to you. And then the next, how many weeks in a year? 52. Okay. Well, you could drop that for 45 weeks. And then the rest of the weeks in the year is going to be these videos that we're doing right now. What's going on in next year? So it's the jokes write themselves. Don't get me wrong. I'm saucy, but the jokes write themselves. this is, I don't know, this could divide the community though, because the way I say it could divide is like, oh, you don't got custom takeover unlocked. We not trying to play with him. If he don't got custom takeover unlocked, he can't even equip this takeover that I cooked up. I cooked up the best takeover in the game. Here it go. You can't even have it because you don't got it unlocked. Like, well, get your takeovers up. Bum, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think that's a huge W. Custom takeovers, man. I remember last year I wanted a specific takeover, but I couldn't get it for my builds. Creators and people that spend a lot of time and they'll be locked in with your favorite build creators, because I already know like it's going to be some insane stuff. They're going to be able to take all of these new features and think about those things while making the build and knowing what to upgrade and knowing what not to upgrade, because they can get this on the other side of that. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward and talk about build customization.
It's about to get crazy. So quote Stax, it's finna get crazy. It's finna get crazy. Come August 29th, it's about to get really crazy. Y'all gonna have to keep up.
Specialization, sorry. Somebody asked me.
Yeah. Well, I always say things are my favorite features, and sometimes the chat calls me out that I say everything is my favorite. But really, I do think this one might be my favorite thing that we've talked about this year. So far, at least. There's more coming. But
build
so far,
specialization.
This is my favorite feature, because as you heard Zach and Tyrese talk about, the dev team has added these new build specialization quest lines. So for each save file, you're going to be able to pick one of 5.
We over quests. We're over it already. Quest lines are not. I'm tired of quests. I'm tired of doing quests. You better sell this. You got to sell this. You're going to have to sell this, because you're going to have to make it sound good. Very good. Sell it to me, Evan.
5 skill areas to specialize in, and these are the same as the 5 attribute categories. So you can pick from finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. And you do have to meet the attribute requirements for the specialty that you want to pick.
Right.
Now, each of these specialties is going to give you a unique.
All I see is way more research to do. Did you put this in the builder? Because like, can we figure this out from the builder? What thresholds we need? Or we need to take a screenshot of this so that we know, because that's how I used to do it. I wouldn't go back and forth. I wasn't going back and forth between menus, building builds. I was taking screenshots of everything that I wanted, and I would go to the builder with those screenshots on my phone. I'm not going to hold you. I got the companion app. You can get the companion app on PlayStation and Xbox. Just take a screenshot of these builds. Take a screenshot of all these thresholds, and then you go straight to the builder, la-di-da-di-da, to skip my way over to the builder, and I'll be good. So is this in the builder? Can I pull up a menu with this? Because this sounds like a whole lot more research and maybe even some more division between the community. Like, you mean to tell me you don't meet the requirements for this build to get the playmaking specialization? This build trash. You got a point guard that don't get the defense specialist. You don't even get defensive specialist on your point guard. Why did you build that? Yeah, you can't even get rebounding specialist on your big. I don't know. Come on, you tell me. I don't know. It could be something. They gonna come up with something. Trust me, the community always come up with something. That's a plus. That's not a plus. That's a for sure. That's for sure.
Quest line that has 9 quests in it. And as you complete these 9 quests, you are going to unlock really, really cool new rewards, including more new ways to upgrade your build. So let's say you choose the shooting quest line. This is a quick preview that we have of the 9 quests that you get for the shooting quest line. You can see that for shooting, you are challenged to make mid-range shots or 3-point shots. It's up to you. And with this, as you complete these, you can earn rewards like skill boost and new clothing items, which many of you probably expected. But also, as you can see here, if you look closely, there are permanent max +2 badge perks, permanent cap breakers,
oh gosh,
and also new unique archetype names that you can earn from these build specialization quests. So this is a massive addition. When we said earlier a couple weeks back that the dev team wanted to add new ways for you all to improve your builds during the year, this is exactly what I had in mind. This is exactly what we meant. And I think you all are really going to like this. You're going to be earning max +1s, max +2s, cap breakers, and a bunch of great rewards from these quest lines that can really either emphasize the best skill for your build, or you can kind of see maybe you have a weakness that you want to fill in a little bit, and then make your build a little bit more well-rounded. Either way,
I'm trying to tell you right now, you're going to be able to make a build with a whole bunch of holes in it, and you're going to be able to fill them holes with cap breakers. I'm not going to hold you. It's going to be some overpowered builds out here. It's going to be some builds out here where you done left out a whole bunch of defense. You're going to be able to cap break your defense into the oblivion. You're going to be able to cap break your defense into a beast. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be that, because I mean, that's what I see. That's what I see. I see somebody making a build that don't got much defense, and then they able to just cap break the heck out of their defense. I'm seeing somebody you can make a big that can shoot with a little bit of finishing, then you're gonna be able to cap break the you know what I mean, out of your finishing. You know what I'm saying? Or your agility or something. You know what I mean? Cause if I cap break speed, can I make a 7-4 and cap break the heck out of speed? Like, it's gonna be, the builders gonna figure it out. The builders are gonna figure it out. The builders are looking right now, rubbing their hands like Birdman. They licking their lips and they rubbing their hands and they ready to get their hands on this builder. Some of them probably got it already. Some of the bigger creators may be playing with this builder already. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just telling you, like, don't put it past me. Joe Knows might have access to this builder. Don't put it past him. Don't put it past 2K. It's some folks out here. There's some folks out here that's folksing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just, it's about to get sticky. Trust me.
Max plus twos?
Yes. Yes, I believe so. I believe they are permanent.
All right. Okay, just making sure that sounds fire. It seemed like the community, people in the chat like that part of it. So I like that part of it too. Let's move on. We got more
yeah, let's move on for sure.
Impactful cap breakers. I was looking at that inside the video, and definitely, I'm just need a little bit of catching up to do. Let's get a little bit more information on that. I've seen like plus 14s and stuff like that. Yeah. Let's get it.
Let's talk cap breakers, because everybody knows cap breakers
about to kill the game.
Screen without talking about these. But essentially, the way you all currently understand cap breakers is that a +1 cap breaker literally adds +1 to your attribute point, right? So for many of you, this past year in 2K25, you chose to use those +1 cap breakers to make your best attributes even better, right? You wanted the 94 to go to 95 or 95 to go to 96, right? Well, this year in 2K26, the cap breakers still work that way for your best attributes, right? They can't go that much higher. You're still capped at 99. But if you use them on your lowest rated attributes, you are actually going to see an even bigger impact. So let's say you made a great build. You were having a lot of fun with it in the park. That's the mode you play normally. But then you got some friends and they're like, hey, let's go play in the rec instead. Well, the difference is the rec has free throws if you get fouled. So if you are like this person and you have a 44 free throw rating, you are going to be a liability for your team, right? Well, for this person, if they use the cap breaker on an attribute that is low rated, that +1 cap breaker is not just +1 attribute, it does raise your attributes by double digits. So it is going to provide a significant improvement. So for this person, let's say for their free throw rating, instead of one cap breaker taking them from a 44 to a 45 this year, they could go up 11 attribute points. And that's just with one cap breaker. You can zoom in, take a screenshot of this and see this example, how every single stage, there could be more than +1 attribute with each +1 cap breaker. So this is really about making cap breakers literally more impactful this year. And as we talked about already, you can earn these cap breakers from build specialization quests. They are still going to be in season rewards, rep rewards, and there are also other new ways to earn cap breakers that we can't talk about just yet today. So you're just going to have to be patient and wait and see. But cap breakers are back, and they are much more impactful. Talk about just yet today.
I know free throw don't cost much, but if we look at some of this, it's crazy. It's crazy. You can make a build that don't got much drive and dunk. Like, this build doesn't have much drive and dunk. But if I get 5 cap breakers, I could take my drive and dunk from 25 all the way to, what is that? That's 39 plus another 12 is 41 plus another 10 is 51 plus another 8 is 59 plus another 7 is what? 66 drive and dunk is, that's kind of viable. That's kind of viable. I don't know if I did that math right, but I tried to do it on the fly. Chat know how slow I am at this point, but yeah, this is looking crazy. To take that free throw goes up to what? 44, that's 55, that's 64, another 14 is 78, plus another 5 is up to 80, about an 80 something. That's like a 83, 84, 83, I think. With an 83 free throw, you're out there. You're out there. All you need is 5 cap breakers to get there. That's crazy. That's crazy work. And yeah, speed and agility, you can't cap break that. So if I got low speed and agility on my 7'4", I could probably get right. With 5 cap breakers. With 5-10 cap breakers, I could be out here. And then, I don't know. This is looking crazy. This is looking crazy right now. I don't know, 2K. Y'all might have broke the game with this one. And it might take a long time for y'all to really see how broken the game would be with this. Cause if I could throw my post control that high That post control finna go from 39 to 40, 41, 51, 59.
There are also other new ways during
It's
cap
crazy.
breakers that we can't talk about just yet
That's
today.
like a
so you're just gonna
70
have to be
post
patient and wait
control
and see. But,
off the rip.
cap breakers are back, and they are much more impactful than they were this past year.
Yeah, cap breakers
We
going
need
crazy
the
this year.
details, man. We need the full details. All right, let's go on.
I mean, you hear what Stax say? We need the full details.
Last but not least,
He not feeling it. I don't think Stax feeling it. Bro said we need the full details. I don't know.
Cap breakers are back, and they are much more impactful.
Yeah, he's
than they were
shaking
this
his
past
head.
year.
I mean, we need the details, man. We need the full
We
details.
need the details.
Let's
It's
go
crazy.
on. Last but not least, the new rebirth feature. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Yes.
Let's
So
get through
Rebirth got a nice
Let's get
upgrade
through
as
this
well.
rebirth.
This is a very. I saw a lot of W's in the chat when this was playing in the video.
You saw the W's? Oh. I don't know. I had to run back the VOD. I think my chat was geeking over it too.
But there are now multiple tiers of rebirth. And that means you can carry over more and more progress the higher your tier. So at 90 overall, you're going
Man, that Legend Rebirth about to go crazy. Folks finna be making builds on builds with that Legend Rebirth. I just see it as a trick. They just figured out a way to get y'all to make more builds. And I know y'all gonna make more builds. If you don't really have to even get your badges up now, Legend Rebirth, you can get Legend Rebirth and have Legend badges already. Like, now you got 99 immediately with all the badges, with all the whistles and bells. You about to go crazy. Y'all about to go yee. Y'all about to yee. Y'all about to be doing the Dougie in this. Y'all about to be in the builder doing the Dougie. I'm not gonna hold you. Oh my God. Y'all did too much, 2K.
to unlock Silver Rebirth. That means your max potential will be unlocked to match your highest rated build, and your badges are going to start at Silver. That is just like how it used to be. But as you keep reaching 95 overall in new saves, you are going to unlock more tiers of Rebirth. We're going to call them Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth, just like the badge tiers. And it is named.
See, I'm not making enough builds. See, that's the part that's crazy. Did you hear what he just said? As you make more builds and more saves, that's how you get to Legend Rebirth, is making more rebirths.
But as you keep reaching 95 overall in new saves, you are going to unlock more tiers of Rebirth. We're going to call them Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth, just like the badge tiers. And it is named that way because with those rebirths, the badges on your new saves will automatically start at that tier, right? As long as they're
This crazy. I don't know if I'm reaching that. I'm not making, it sounds like you got to make at least 4 builds to get there. At least. I'm not making 4 builds. I don't plan on making 4 builds. I don't. Is that going to matter? Because at that pace, it might not matter. I plan on making 2 builds. So it shouldn't even really matter. It only matters if you're one of them people that's really making build after build after build. And you one of them competitive people that's actually playing comp leagues. You actually in the competitive pro-am seasons. You actually in that scene. So you really make a bunch of builds anyway. That might be who this applies to anyway. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like to me just a way for them to make a bunch of more money. So I'm just going to say it that way, honestly.
eligible, right? A badge that's only eligible for Silver is not going to suddenly start at Legend, but it will start as high as it is eligible for. So with Legend Rebirth, once you unlock that, when you make new saves, all of your badges are going to be maxed out right off the bat, right? You can go higher than Legend. So with Legend Rebirth, all of your badges will be as high as they can be. So for those of you who make a lot of builds during the year, I know you are really going to like this feature, especially those of you I've seen max out all 15 of your save slots or however many there are. You guys are really going to like this feature because as you make your new builds with that higher Rebirth from Hall of Fame and Legend Rebirth, you are really going to be saving a lot of time as you keep making new builds. So hopefully you're really excited for Rebirth and the new tiers of them beyond Silver.
Oh, trust me, they are. Yeah, trust me. The build makers are excited. The build makers are rubbing their hands, smiling and cheesing right now.
Oof. All right. That was a lot of information right there. I know a lot of people was excited to see the builder information. I think we went over a lot of great things. I'm sure there's still some other things that we don't know about yet. I'm looking forward to know about too. So, let's hear about it.
Yeah, so that is everything new with the MyPlayer Builder this year. As you're making new builds, you are going to see more information and more quality of life features than ever before. So we talked about the animation glossary, build by badges, the scouting report that gives you more information on your build, But then after that, for those of you who really get into the nitty-gritty of the builds, after that, I hope you all will feel that we kept our promise when we said that there would be new ways to improve your build throughout the year. So there are things like the build specialization, the new custom takeover, the cap breakers are better. So look, I am really excited for this year's builder. The full courtside report is live on the NBA 2K website. So if you missed any part of this stream, you can read through the blog there, or you can wait until we're off, sign off, and then the VOD will be up on our Twitch channel and YouTube channels as well, where you can rewatch this. Either one, up to you. But if you have any questions about what we talked about today, go head over to our Discord at discord.gg/NBA2K. We have a 2K26 questions channel in there. Drop your questions in there. We're going to share some with our dev team and try to answer as many as we can. Remember, though, keep your questions on topic, please, because we are talking about the MyPlayer Builder right now.
I don't know, chat. That might be it for me. That might be all we really need to know. I'm going to skim through this and see.
About the city or my team.
All right, yeah, that is the end of the video. That's pretty much everything we needed to know about the builder. What's new? Was it a W, a L, or an N? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the page if you new, because this is what we do around here on this channel. We play 2K. We play 2K. I play mostly my team. Next year, I take it year by year. So next year, we might not be a my team heavy channel. It take a lot of money to play my team. I don't know. We might be having, I know for the first few weeks, we're going to be live streaming this my career type joint. We're gonna be getting this my team thing later down the road. I'm sure I'll bring you the news twice a week in that format. But I mean, y'all stay tuned for the podcast, the Monday Madness podcast, the 2K Hoopcast. I mean, we doing something new with that. So it's really no telling what we ready to get into on this side. Let's just subscribe up, like the video. We get into more of it. This builder, let me know what your favorite part of this builder was, though. For me, I think it might have been the cap breakers, might have been the standout point. But the part I'm most excited for is actually in the builder, not having to leave back and forth in and out the builder. Them new tabs that's in that builder seem kind of saucy. We're gonna have fun playing with that for day one, pretty much. Be back here when it's time to be back here. We tried to do a whole bunch. We did a little bit of something, you know what I mean? But y'all be cool.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.